How's it going, everybody? Destauch here, and today we got some pretty sad news. The legacy servers for Halo 3, Halo Reach, Halo 3 ODST, Halo Spartan Assault, and Halo Wars are being shut down on Xbox 360. So, let's get into this. Now, I think we all knew this was going to come eventually, and it still sucks. While MCC does exist, it's not a one-to-one experience, and it's had a lot of changes. We've had things like the armors coming into Halo 3, so it's going to change the experience a lot. And if you haven't kind of realized already, this is going to be mostly a Halo 3 video, because Halo 3 really was one of my favorite games back in the day, and it really got me into the whole Xbox 360 era. And the fact that it's basically going to be gone for good soon is kind of sad. You know, we got Halo 3 on MCC, but we have the new armors coming in, and it's going to change the game, and it's not going to be the Halo 3 that you remember. Of course, even if you did go back to the original Halo 3, there's not that many people playing, but it was still kind of comforting to know that you could always go back to it, experience it at its beautiful sub 720p glory. But yeah, it's going to be going away, and this is also going to be for Halo Wars and a lot of other games. I think that, especially for the backwards compatibility of these games, because a lot of them still are, I feel like that's going to be impacted the most for people who still enjoy them. I know that a lot of people don't always go to MCC for their Halo fix. People played ODST Firefight on 360 for a long time. Finally came to MCC recently, but there's still a small community there. We also have the Halo Wars community. I would imagine that a lot of them still use the old game. You have the definitive edition that came out, which is a good replacement. But yeah, it's just really an end of an era. It's kind of like when the Halo 2 servers got shut down. I remember a story where there were people that stayed on for 24 hours after the servers were being shut down, just, keeping the game on, and they didn't want it to end. And I wouldn't say that it's as dramatic now. We have MCC, we have other methods of playing, but having that old UI boot up and the old multiplayer tips that Bungie would have up, like never give away your account information, Bungie will never ask for your account information. Small details like that I'll miss. I'll miss the old Forage. Recently, MCC got updated Halo 3 Forage, and it's obviously much better, but I'm gonna miss making Halo 3 maps in that old Forage for the old game, and a lot of this stuff is days gone way by. I mean, it's just really the fact that it's, definitively over now. That's, kind of the topic right now. Now, as for why 343 is doing this, I understand why. They basically say that the man hours put into keeping the servers going just wasn't worth it anymore. And, I agree. When you're only having maybe 20 people play your game, every hour, there comes a point where you have to weigh the odds of whether it's worth doing anymore. And I guess they just got to the point where they're like, well, we have MCC, we have all these other ways to play Halo now, so you really don't need these old servers. And, I get it. In terms of how much it costs to keep these servers going, I really don't know. I don't know how much it costs to make a peer-to-peer server continual. But I guess they have their reasons, and MCC is decent enough now where I'm okay with this. But anyways, yeah, just reminiscing about Halo 3. I'd love to really hear your thoughts about your experiences with Halo 3 and the other games, of course. But yeah, it's really the end of an era. I know that's kind of the trendy thing to say now. All the articles I've read about it, it's the end of an era. But I suppose it really is the end of an era, and hopefully the next era will be good. Hopefully Halo Infinite will deliver, and hopefully MCC will continue to grow and evolve. Anyways, this was Destauch, and I'll see you in the next one. Destauch out.